That's the salt and the baking powder.
Roanne Thomas McLean is a wife and mother who enjoys spending time with her family. She's also a recipient of the 2008 Distinguished Researcher Award at the University of Saskatchewan for her body of research, including a study on arm morbidity of women who've undergone breast surgery.
Can I scrape some off your spoon too?
As a mother, I can't imagine what it would be like not to be able to pick up my kids or to go outside and toss a frisbee around.
The concern is that women who are experiencing arm morbidity, that is, the limited range of movement in the arm on the side of the breast surgery, cannot carry on many of their usual activities. That includes paid work as well as leisure activities.
I also enjoy rug hooking and being able to take some time out from work and from thinking about other things, and then to no longer have that as an avenue for relaxation or for even some sense of accomplishment at finishing various projects. I think that's very difficult.
To move your arm just as far as you feel comfortable back.
With support from the Canadian Institutes of Health Research and Canadian Breast Cancer Research Alliance, Thomas McLean is working with 745 breast cancer survivors to study the impact of breast surgery on arm morbidity. It's the largest study of its kind in the world.
Not all women will experience arm problems after breast cancer, but at 2 years after breast cancer, the women in our study, about 50% of them are still experiencing arm problems. So this was quite surprising to us.
Thomas McLean's work revolves around storytelling, a tool she finds to be very powerful in showing the human impact of research.
We all have stories to share that are meaningful, that convey something about what it means to be human. So even though I'm working on a very large quantitative project that primarily involves statistics, and that's the arm morbidity study, I still see those numbers as telling a story that we then have to interpret and carry forward, that we have a responsibility to share.
Hi, Carolyn.
Thomas McLean's recent work, called the Visualizing Breast Cancer Study, came about as a result of work she had done with breast cancer survivors. She realized the literature aimed at providing information and support to women did not adequately reflect racial diversity.
Because we're predominantly a visual culture, we tend to rely on images, and they certainly tell us a lot about our world. So with the Visualizing Breast Cancer Study, we gave Aboriginal women digital cameras, and they took pictures of what the experience of breast cancer meant to them and meant to their families, the people around them. And they then shared those pictures and talked about them. So we got far richer information from that process than we would have if we just sat down and had a conversation.
From that experience, many of the Aboriginal women disclosed that cancer treatment and follow-up doesn't include options for traditional Aboriginal healing practices. Thomas McLean believes the study will help tell the stories of these women to health professionals.
What we do as academics then is raise some questions for the healthcare system. So we've been careful to ensure that what we have to say about this study is reaching an audience that might be positioned to make a difference.
Thomas McLean has been an associate professor at the University of Saskatchewan since 2004. She believes the environment at the U of S has helped her expand her research capabilities.
What I found at the University of Saskatchewan is a tremendous openness toward interdisciplinary research. So I'm working with a number of people on various projects from different disciplines. For me, that's quite exciting to be a part of what we see as changes in research paradigms and new ways of doing things. And so that, for me, is one of the most rewarding parts of my job.